Hey, you wanna join WIMMA Capstone as an observer? What does it mean? So I a little bit explain you. So observer is a student who will be observing other teams and trying to collect some evidences how things are happening there inside the project. And you are writing learning diary about your findings. Observer is not a person who is actively joining the teams and trying to change the way of working or somehow, but you can ask questions and you can join these sessions where we are having this guidance or support for the students, but you are not uh, pushing too much your ideas, but you can raise your questions if the situation is possible for you. So you will be joining several of those situations when we have this guidance, and you are just trying to understand how the projects are actually running. What are the difficulties among the different teams? What kind of things they are needing to be able to deliver what they are being requested by the customer. Customer in this case is the company or some stakeholder who has a mature enough understanding of how the software should be delivered, how the software should be designed, or what are the uh, structure of the good program or software service. So the main idea for you as an observer is just learning by observing others. And next time you are more aware of how you should be doing when you are joining with some other case, not WIMMA Capstone Learn, but anyway, if you are searching for the project team or doing other studies, but this could be one way to find a little bit better understanding how things are happening when people are developing software as a team. Team size for the hands-on course, there will be 5 to 7 members. So there will be several teams working together, and these teams can be, for example, 5 to 10 different teams. So some of teams are open, some of teams are closed. So next I show you some. This could be the picture what you should know about. So when you are observer, you will be observing, for example, some company, whoever they are providing some support and they are giving some kind of guidance. You can observe how the companies are providing that, what they are bringing on table, if I say so. And you can learn about how real software companies or service providers are working, what things they are value, what they think, what things they keep valuable enough to provide. And if they bring some speeches or training sessions, you can join those. But of course, you are an observer. You are just collecting and monitoring, not actively joining these sessions. But of course, if there is open space for questions, you can do it. So it's not forbidden, but we are trying to focus on all time for the teams who are trying to go through the whole process, and all focus is among those teams, but you are trying to collect and observe what you can get from those. You can also observe workflow, how teams are running through the project using some tools, and if there is a workflow and there is tools what they are using, and if they can open those, you can also read about and check out how they are actually using the tools during the project. So this gives you one chance to join also. You can also look at the teams, and if teams are keeping up some kind of presentation or they are showing some team internal situation to others, for example, in meetings or guidance situation, you can actively ask questions in the best situation that if you want to understand and how the things have been progressing or if there is some problems or things. So teams could be valuable way to collect some understanding for you. So as an observer, you can ask question if the situation is defined that you are able to do it. But normally you can observe and collect your own evidences about different levels from company point of view, workflow or tools or project team working. So these are your information sources. Some of the projects can have a non-disclosure agreement, so they are closed. So in these cases, these company cases are closed, so we are not providing this kind of opportunity to observe some elements. It's possible that you can hear about the customer and you can hear about the team's progress, but you are not able to see what's actually going inside in this project team and what is the workflow. So this is the situation what is forbidden from the, not such a word, but it's a limited visibility for the observer. So teams can have different kind of projects, and that can lead the situation that some of those cases are closed. But we hope that we can get as many open projects as possible. As a WIMMA Capstone point of view, we are observing and monitoring all teams anyway, but we are collecting some information which is quite general. So you are able to see what's going on in project level, but what is happening actually inside the project, that can be limited. But this information, how the teams are progressing, that's also one way of collect some information. Work hour, how the things are progressing, that's also one way to collect evidence. Why you are collecting evidence? It's possible that you are interested about how the project are using agile development. So you can try out to collect items that which are describing that okay, team is using user stories this way, and they have been adding element of testing in a process this and that way, and that's the way what we are trying to do, give a possibility to learn and figure out how things are going smoothly. And if there is a difference between the teams, it's possible that you can notice that okay, this was actually quite handy way to focus on and try to figure out how to solve the problem. So if you learn something, you can use that later in your own projects. But this is the big picture from observer mode. Let's look at a little bit how the company cases actually are defined. So there is somewhere company A, B, C, and they bring their own ideas of the project proposal. And a proposal can be whatever they have in their own domain. It can be things that they would like to evaluate new framework for coding, or they would like to add AI or use some tool and make some sure that is it capable enough for the future for the real projects. And it's possible that they are bringing this proposal on table, and some teams or some students are interested about that okay, this case is interesting. It means that these teams are actually built around the say among the team members who have a same interest. So I'm not talking about here that, how we are building the teams, but the idea that if there is a proposal, some students will be saying in a best situation that this is very interesting case. I would like to join this kind of proposal. I would like to have a team who is going to deliver this as a solution. So it's possible that then there will be a team who is dedicating time, but there can be also two teams, and that's not forbidden. They are more like for benchmarking. So both teams are working for the same proposal. That's also a possible way. Some of the teams can be having one company case, that's okay, and they have a one proposal. So team 3 is working for company B. And company C is having proposal and team 4 is working for them. So this is the way it could be running, and you as an observer, you can take some of these company team combinations and you can focus on those, or you can also look at all these if they are open ones. But this is the little bit about observing projects, and I will describe later how to join these observation situation that you can join or ask. So we are keeping every week or once in a sprint meetings, and we are asking the situation, and we are having this kind of guidance from the companies and other people. So we are building a situation where you can join as an observer to ask your questions or collect some information. So that's the way you should be aware of that. If you are not joining any sessions, you are not collecting any information. That's sad thing because then you don't have this learning diary. But if you are learning and you would like to learn something, then you write your learning diary and deliver that because it's your one of your assignment. But thank you. Let's meet later in WIMMA Capstone projects.